Howdy everybody, it's Amy from Amy's Sparkly Diamond Painting. How are you doing this evening? This is Sunday evening, September 1st, the first day of meteorological fall. We consider September, October, November to be fall in the meteorological fall that we call it. Now technically it's still quite warm in Texas, especially West Texas, into September and even parts of October. So even though it doesn't feel like fall, technically it's starting to be fall. And if you're doing Drills and Chills event started today. It is an event that runs 2 months through September and October and includes fall and Halloween based paintings, or diamond paintings, not just paintings. Now I will probably sort of participate in Drills and Chills. I won't go for prizes, but I will join in on the fall canvas theme, because I feel like I'm ready to do some fall colors and get in the mood for Halloween. So what I have for you today is a PR package, and this is from the great folks over at GBFKE, and Nathan is the contact that I work with over at GBFKE. Really friendly, really easy to work with person, and I love GBFKE canvases because it seems like the money goes further. You can get a lot for just a little bit of money. So this is a budget-friendly company. If you've never been there, never been to their site, never seen these videos, they do offer more than just diamond painting on there, a lot of stuff. But a couple of the things I like about GBFKE is, first off, the money goes pretty far, because how they do PR packages is they give me a set amount of money, and then I can go on their website and buy whatever I'd like. And that's where I say the money goes farther, because within that budget I can usually get a few diamond paintings, and some of them kind of big for those prices. So I really do like ordering from them. Their orders come fast, but you also have, for some of the items, you can customize them. You can choose square or round, and even some of the sizes. And they have often some with like several options for designs, so you can pick which design you want. There's a lot of choices as well. So this is the packaging. I already pulled the diamond paintings out just to make this a little bit quicker and easier for me to record, because I do have 3 diamond paintings to show you. And it did come in the basic mailer here, the basic thin mailer, and I got it just yesterday, and it probably took about 2.5, maybe closer to 3 weeks, because I did pick one that had an option of round or square. So they do print them differently, and it does take just a few more days to get the order ready if you do pick something that can be customized. So just keep that in mind. If you're looking for something really quick, then you might want to pick the stuff that you don't have all the choices for sizes and drill types. So let's get into this. So I picked a theme for this one, and the theme I picked was dragons, for Year of the Dragon. I feel like I didn't have quite enough dragon diamond paintings, so I had some fun spending the money here choosing some different dragon canvases. So let's start with this first one here. And this is the smallest of the bunch, and it's a 30 by 40. So like I said, your money can go pretty far on GBFKE website. And also some of the personal orders I've placed, because I usually place bigger orders for my own, they will come in the bubble wrap package. And a lot of times the bigger ones will also come with a little bit better toolkit. But this is a smaller one. This is a 30 by 40. Comes with a basic toolkit here, the pen, the wax, and the tray. And this is the cute design that I picked. So that is a dragon in the rain. So it looked like he had some puddles, he or she had some puddles down there. But I like the rainbow colors, and I thought, because this was a smaller one, I figured if I got something where the dragon was large enough and the focal point of the attention and not the background, it would come out pretty well on a 30 by 40. So it does indeed look pretty well. You got the big old eyes of that dragon, and they do look very clear. Got a lot of glare going on. Sometimes I like to peel away the plastic to help remove the glare a little bit so that you can see, but it's still, there's just a lot of glare today. So that's how the wings look, and the little dragon scales and his little clawed feet there. So this one I think was called Green Dragon on the website, and this is a round. You can kind of tell just looking at the key here. That didn't flatten quite so well, but that's okay. I'll deal with that later. So you have the key here, shows the little circles. So it looks like numbers 1 through 8, and then capital letters through R, and it has 19 colors. So let's see what kind of colors we have here. This one has the canvas number on there, A4137, and I don't see the number on the bag. So you would want a sticker or label on your bags if you keep them separate from your canvases. And these are the smaller bags, but I don't mind those too much. I did diamond painting for years, and this was the only way you could get diamonds back in the early days. So they seem to be pretty good drills when they come this way, and they don't really take me much longer to bag up because I just fold several bags at once, cut them and pour them into a tray, and then pour the tray into the container. But you do usually need to kit these up instead of working from the baggies or bags, just because of the number of little bags of drills to deal with. So we got a very nice purple here, 552. Here's 156, that's another pretty purple. Kind of a dark blue there. A couple yellows and golds, a tan. Blue here. A brown. Red and a maroon. And more of the dark blue there. That's probably going to be a lot of the background, as well as this color and this one. Lots of kind of blues fading downward darker and darker to the background. Then we got kind of a blue, green, gray. Another pinkish color, peach, salmon. Another pink. A little bit more grays here, and then the darkest color here, which luckily is not black, but it's rounds, so I can deal with black and the rounds much easier than squares. But that is color 3371 if you find that hard to see, which is a very dark brown, which is probably here at the bottom and in the wing area. And I almost see myself blinging this up a little bit. I see these little like raindrop spots here coming down to the puddles. I think it would be really cool. I'm thinking of swimming in that water. It would be kind of fun to put a few sprinkles of like very light pale blue crystals in this to make the rain. So this is Green Dragon, 30 by 40 round, and the price on this one was $5.40. So definitely a good deal for this one. Like I said, that's the smallest one that I got. I didn't get any magnets or special drill or acrylic desk stand type stuff with this one. I picked all canvases with this one. So this may be the one I work on this evening here to show you. So we'll see. We'll put that one off to the side, and we'll get the next biggest size here, and that's this one. So this one is a 40 by 40, and it is a round. And this was one of several styles. I think there were like 12 different options for the pictures for this particular theme. So let's see what we got here. It's obviously a dragon. And this is a blue dragon on a rock with plants. Oh, the glare is so bad. I'm going to turn my light off for a minute now that I got an extension cord, which makes my light easier to get the cord to take it off and on. Hopefully you can see that with the shadow of the light ring overhead without all of the glare. But we have a really pretty rose here, other little flowers and greenery. There's a blue rose, and then the blue dragon. I thought he was so pretty. And there are several in this set, so you could do like a whole wall of dragons. So this one came with the basic toolkit here, the boat, the pen, and the boat and the tray. I like to say that, don't I? For those of you that watch my channel for a while, you know I always try to slip up there and say the boat and pen and tray. You get the idea. So this one, like the other one, is a round, and it has 20 colors, and it's the same. We have 1 through 8, and then capital letters all the way through S. And the drill field looks pretty clear here. And it looks like the colors are different between the dragon and the background. I don't see even this rose, even though it's light colored, it's away from the background enough that it should come out just great. Some of those lines won't show up with drills, but because this is a round, the round drills don't completely cover each little space or square, so some of that background lines here will show through, which is a good thing. So this one also looks like the same manufacturer here, because we do again have the little baggies. But we have a lot of white for the background. So this will be one that multi-placing, or laying several diamonds all at once with a multi-placer tool. I use 2. I use a 10 placer or a 4 or 5 placer, depending on the spacing of the canvas. So if I can get away with it, I will use this longer one. But if the spacing is a little bit off or a little bit more gappy, then I'll go to the 4 or 5 placer and just place littler groups at a time. So we'll have to test this out. I test out each canvas to see which placer works better. But one of the things I consider when I'm looking at white backgrounds are how big the symbols are. And these are nice and small. I don't like the guide circles when I'm dealing with white background canvases, because those guide circles, if you don't place exactly right, then the black circles of those guide circles will show through around your diamonds. But this, trying to get where you can see it, those symbols look pretty small, which means they will be easily covered by the round diamonds. So I'm very happy to see that. So that is the kind of background that I prefer, so that these white drills will be able to cover that. But lots of bags there. And they use 3865 for the white instead of the B5200 color. So let's see what else we have here. We have some peaches here and some browns, a little bit of dark color here for the eyes and some of the shadows. That looks like 3371. Then we have, of course, mostly blues here for the dragon, several different shades of blues. And then the peaches and darker maroon colors for the flowers, and then some of the greens here. Look at that pretty mint green and that dark mint. Those will be really pretty for the leaves. So this one is a little bit bigger here at 40 by 40, and still 20 colors, but that should be enough for a single color dragon there to appropriately I shouldn't try. I'm trying to put everything back and I'm distracted by that. So this one, 40 by 40 round, $7.61 for the full price. And this one, you don't get to choose like square or the size, but you do get to choose from several different dragon designs. So that one is somewhat customizable. Oop. Okay. We're gonna have to put him somewhere else. He doesn't want to roll up. Okay, and then the last one, of course, is the biggest one. So this one is a 40 by 40, and this was one that I had choices on. I chose a square on this one. I think it also had a round and a round plus AB, but I went for the square on this one. So you can kind of tell by the smaller look to that background there, and the fact that you can see the little grid lines of the squares. on the canvas. So this is one I thought was really cute. We have a dragon that's gonna study. And because this is one of the bigger ones, so you get the better toolkit with these as well. So you get a little bit, it's worth actually opening. You get a little bit bigger tray. You get the pen with the squishy and the multi-placer, and the squishy's already on there. And then we got a big pad of wax here. And I noticed the wax, the newer kits that I've been getting, it's a darker color wax. So I'll have to test this out as I try out one of these kits and see if this wax, it feels a bit stickier, so it may work a little bit better. So it's a slightly different color than the see-through stuff, and it just feels a little stickier. Then we have the tweezers, and then the tweezer cover there that fell off, and a bigger multi-placer. And these are the good thin multi-placers for plastic. I use the metal mostly, but for thin, or for plastic multi-placers, these are the nice thin ones, because you want them to be thin in order to line up right next to the rows you've already done. If they're too thick or wide on the edges, it's harder to get them in the place where you need to line them up. So good multi-placers there. A little bit better toolkit for these bigger kits. So this one is a square. So we have all the drills here, and I see a big bag of white in there, which you would expect for the background on this one. And this one, I don't know, I thought maybe it might be fun to bling up, but there's not a whole lot of places that I would bling up too much. Probably the eyes mostly, and maybe a little bit of the dragon scales, because the books are probably meant to look like old antique books. Oh, the glare is bad on that one. I'll show you at an angle so you can get a good look at this canvas before we look at the drills here. See the eyes and the books, but the books are probably supposed to be more antique-like. Let me turn off the light so you can get the full view there. So I wouldn't want to bling up any of that. It looks like a little coffee cup there and some other, that's a jewel there, and a couple other cups. So I'm not completely sure what we've got down here. We'll have to diamond paint it maybe to see. So maybe bling up some of the highlights on his skin, and some of the highlights in the eyes would be kind of cool on this one. So let's take a look here now at the drills. And because this is one of the bigger, fancier kits with the fancier toolkit, you also get the drills already bagged up. So this is the background there, B5200, the really white, and lots of it. So I will be multi-placing this one as well, and this one does have black grid lines. So hopefully the spacing is good, that multi-placing will cover up those black lines. Usually, I was curious if that's just an ink spot there. So this is actually a black spot that I was looking at. It's printed on the canvas there. So it'll cover up. But hopefully the spacing is good that I can multi-place that white background, and it'll cover up the little black lines on there. But this looks like a lot of bright colors, which will be really fun to do. So we have some oranges and blues. Of course, look at that green. That's a really pretty turquoisey green. More oranges. Maroon color. Blue, purple. There's a kind of a light tan. Brown. More of the greenish blue. Some dark blues for the eyes. Some purples and greens. And I guess I should say the number of colors here in a second. Once I finish going through these, we've got purple, yellow, greens, pink, more oranges. Lots of orange colors because of the wings here, and also some of the books. And some more dark maroons. Here's a really pretty color pink. And there's a very striking blue color. Dark purple. A couple greens. Those almost look like the same color, but I guess they're slightly different. We have a 369 and a 772. Very slight difference between those. And then another pretty mint green. So those are the colors. Let's see if I can stick my head close enough to see 35 colors. So these bigger ones also typically have more colors, but since they're kitted up in baggies, if you don't mind working from those, even though they have more colors, they're usually pretty easy to get started and get going on. I'll go ahead and put the toolkit in, and again, this one, it actually looks like, is it labeled? So we got the code here, and no, sometimes they label the sticker with the diamonds will be labeled to match the code. This one just shows what number in the list the color is, the DMC, and the number of drills. There. So this one is Book and Dragon. It is a 40 by 40. I picked the square option. You can get it in the round. $8.27 for this. So that's a really good deal with 35 colors in the large size. That's a lot of diamond painting for less than $10. And a really cute picture there. I'm not seeing like digital confetti or computer only rendering. It looks like a pretty good rendering here. You can kind of see with the face and the eyes there, as well as the book pages. I think this one will turn out really cute. So this was Book and Dragon, 40 by 40 square, or you could get it in round or round plus AB. The square version was $8.27. And then we had the one I left here had to move out of the way. Here, trying not to lose all the pieces in that baggie, but this was Blue Dragon, and Blue Dragon was a 40 by 40, but you can tell that this 40 by 40 looks like it is the drill area size. This one also says 40 by 40, but it's the full canvas size because it matches right in there with the drill size. So this 40 by 40 is probably more like a 35 by 35. Anyway, so this one round, $7.61. And then finally, we had our little one here in the rain. So this was Green Dragon, 30 by 40 round for $5.40. So that's a lot of dragon power there for not a whole lot of money. So I appreciate GBFKE for giving me a chance to try out more of their canvases, especially these more budget-friendly or smaller round ones. So I'm going to test one of these out, and I may not be able to finish a full one because it's easier to finish something when it's like the magnets or the special drills. It takes a little more time, obviously, to do one of these bigger ones, but I'll do some of one of them and get back with you and tell you what I find out. So stay tuned. I'll be back. All right, everybody, I'm back with what I'll call an almost finish. For you, it's been about 1 second. For me, it's been about 24 hours. So I need to move on and get some other stuff done. I'm at the end of my Labor Day weekend, and I need to get laundry and all that other good stuff. And it's been raining all day, which out here is a good thing. So even though a few picnics may have had to move inside and all that good stuff, we've been enjoying the rain today. So I got this far done. Basically, I have all of the dragon and the ground done. I've got just a little bit around the edges of the background, so I'll be able to finish that up pretty quick here, probably later tonight once I get the other stuff done. So I only have about 3 colors left there of the background. So first, let's talk about drills. The drills, as you can see, came in the little baggies, and I thought, you know, I'm going to try doing this without kitting up, even though it was in the little baggies. So these are, well, except for that one, these are the 3 colors that I have left. This is all 792 here, that's on this side, and then we have the purple here on this side, and then the light color on the top. So this is plenty of drills to finish that little bit of background. And all these other drills here are spares. So the way I worked this, you may find it a little weird, but I wanted to try doing the little baggies without kitting up. So I would cut one bag and I would do the entire bag of that color. And then I moved on to a different color. So I was constantly switching around colors so I wasn't too bored, but I was just keeping the bags like this. So all of these spares are still in their baggies and I can put them away like that with no problem. Had lots left of several colors here. And then the colors that there weren't as many, I did have to break into the last bag. So some of these are opened bags up here. That's why I got them kind of separate from the rest, because these are all opened. I don't think that one is. So the drills were average, budget-friendly acrylic drills. Nothing special there, but they were just fine. No trash. And, well, I shouldn't say no trash. There were a couple drills that I maybe threw out, but it was only like a couple per package. I would just kind of work around them in the tray and then just toss them when I finished each little baggie. And not like little pieces of trash, just a few drills that were maybe slightly misshapen or misformed. But drills were great. Spacing on this was great. I could do about a 6 or a 7 placer without starting to see any spacing issues. So you can see here the shine is good. And I think the rendering came out just fine for this small size. Again, this was 30 by 40. But you can still see enough detail there in the chest of the dragon. The little claws, the eyes came out really, really good, I thought. And then even the tufts of, I guess, I was going to say fur, but that's probably more like spines. Furry spines, okay. We'll go with that. And the wings, you can definitely make them out from the background. I tried to do enough of the background right around the dragon that I could see how well it would show or stand out from the background. So I think it looks great. So this one was called Green Dragon. So 30 by 40 round for $5.40. And then the other two here, the Book and Dragon and Blue Dragon, for $8.27 and $7.61, and that's regular price. Of course, there's always sales, so you never pay regular price. I was just curious here. It's actually, looks like 24 centimeters for the diamond painting area by 34. So that's why it didn't take me too long to do. But they always have sales going on, probably every weekend. There's usually a buy 4 get 1 free. You can do the bonus gift, which is kind of a surprise gift that you get. I've had really good luck with those. And I do enjoy shopping from GBFKE, and I'll probably be placing an order soon, because the last couple months I was buying some premium paintings, and so my budget there took a hit. So I have to slow down for a little bit and get a few budget-friendly kits, so I have things to show you all on my channel over the coming months. But thank you to GBFKE for providing these kits for me. I think the next one I will look at and work on will be this square one, because I am curious about how the background's going to show on this one with the grid lines on there. I think it'll be fine since it is a square, but we'll see how that looks. So thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.